Hey guys, this is Tactic. Today I want to talk about some of the mechanics revolving around the followers and how to optimize them for higher efficiency in Great Rifts and higher torments. And let's start with the basics. In case you didn't know already, the critical hit damage is capped at 150 for followers. Each follower has a base crit hit damage of 50 and the rest can be provided by the relic, the focus and the token. So you won't have to worry about this stat anymore. Also, the main stats of the followers are multiplied by 2.5, and if you want a follower with a high damage output, you should definitely focus on the main stats. For example, I even jammed main stats. And let's get to the fun part, the weapons. In my opinion, Thunder Fury is a great weapon for follower simply because of the damage output and the attack speed and movement speed debuff. Also, Odin's Son is a good weapon as well. The thing I don't like about Odin's Son is the chain lightning don't really chain if the mobs are not exactly near each other. And the Fulminator is as well a good weapon for the follower. I don't have a Fulminator on me and I will link them below so you can see them, the weapons and the items I don't have. And the problem with the lightning proc weapons is that lots of people say that it's great to use word if you have a weapon that procs lightning, and I don't know, I tested it for like 5 minutes. I never seen a stun. Like in 5 minutes I didn't see a single stun on the mobs, and in my opinion it's quite a useless ring. And on other weapons, if you want to freeze mobs, you can use Azure Wrath. Also, freeze of deflection works nice in the combination with Azure Wrath, simply because you can use intervene and many mobs will attack your follower and they will get frozen. You can use Reinhardt if you have a freeze build yourself. Basically, if your character freeze mobs on a regular basis, you can use Reinhardt on your follower if you don't use it yourself, and you will have a great chance of delivering quite a punch with that weapon, even in 2.1. Other weapons you should know, by the way, that in case you didn't so far, that physical damage increases the overall damage on the Templar. Basically, the Doombringer, you can put a necklace with physical damage, Stone of Jordan with physical damage, and this will basically make the Templar quite a nuker for single targets. I mean, it won't carry you, but it will be still a very nice damage output for single targets. Now, the Sky Cutter and this Fallen Champion proccing weapon, I tested them both. They are quite irrelevant. I don't know, I wouldn't use them. Also, I tested Mad Monarchs. I thought that in 2.1 the assists will count for followers too. I think they don't really count because I never seen any explosion occur on the followers. And also the Sky Splitter doesn't work still on the follower. Now, if you want a gold find character, you can use Kimbo's Gold for the necklace on the follower. You can use 2 rings with extra gold, and you can use a Sunkeeper or a Devil's Tongue and you will get lots of extra gold bonus. If you want Health Globe spawner, I don't know, people say this is a viable solution if you want extra health globes. I don't know, I wouldn't use it myself. I wouldn't wait for my follower to actually kill a mob because it won't really happen. But I know this weapon procs and actually provides you some health globes, but they're better options, I would say. Now for the rings, you can also go for a fear build with Echoing Fury, Rachel's Ring of Larceny, and the Pandemonium Loop, I think it's called. This will make your Templar fear a lot. The problem with this is that you will have to chase mobs, and I don't know, I hate chasing mobs that are feared, but it depends on your playstyle or your builds. In some range builds, maybe this will actually help you. Now, the Volkatos Wedding Band works on the followers as well. In 2.1, it's capped at, the damage is capped at 2000% of the weapon damage, but it's still a pretty decent ring, so especially on the follower. The Unity, of course, you guys already know what Unity does. The Nagler ring provides you extra magic find, and I tested this amulet, for example, that gives you magic find, and it's only level 54. I use it, and you see it already increases the magic find. So I remember they didn't work, but I see now it's actually working. So yep. Now for the shields. There's another physical damage shield, by the way, the Lidless Wall, I think. So that will provide you 20% extra physical damage for the physical damage skill build. That I wouldn't recommend, but you can try it out. Maybe it's working for your builds. The shields. Defender of Westmarch is, in my opinion, the best shield for the Templar, simply because I mean, if you test it, you might think it doesn't work, because it says summoning a charging wolf, and you would expect a huge wolf to appear and pass through mobs. It's more like a charging hamster or something really small, but it definitely works. It's a decent amount of damage output, and yeah, I would recommend finding a Defender of Westmarch and using it on your follower. Now for the other, the Enchantress and the Scoundrel, the jewelries are basically the same story. You could use Moonlight Ward, which is basically the best necklace. I think it only drops for mages. I think I might log on my mage and buy with shards necklaces just to find a Moonlight Ward. It has a chance for your follower to cast an Arcane Explosion. It's quite a nice necklace. Other necks would be useful is Overwhelming Desire. Is a necklace that charms and provides you extra 35% damage on the charm target. The proc chance is really low, so I don't know, I think I trashed mine, or I can't find it, so you will see it below. Also, Dovu Energy Trap works with the charge, for example, with the stun effects on the follower. I don't know, it's not a big deal, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Sorry. And the S of Jordan, by the way, it's a great necklace. If you have it, it will pile up mobs and help you AoE them more efficiently. And let's get to the Enchantress Weapons. By the way, many of the Templar weapons, the one-hander weapons, you can equip on the Enchantress as well. But also, the best weapon for the Enchantress is the Maximus. The Furnace doesn't work anymore, because yeah, you can imagine it was the best weapon when it worked, when it was with the proc, not with the elite damage. But now the Maximus is the best weapon. In 2.1 it actually got buffed. The chain destroys mobs. You can even see I have a quite nice Maximus, but I hate playing Leapquake, so this is me trolling with noob gem in it. So back to the Enchantress. Maximus is the best on the Enchantress. The Scourge works, but I wouldn't recommend it because Enchantress is a ranged follower, and not many mobs get in the melee range for the proc to actually hit. But it definitely works. Same story for the Chefnus Hammer. The proc works, but again it's a melee on a ranged follower, and it doesn't really synergize. Also the Tormentor, uh, in the combination with the Overwhelming Desire and the Charm spell from the Enchantress works quite well. Also, you should know all Enchantress damage is arcane based, and every arcane increasing items, for example, even the Moonlight Ward has like 25% increase arcane damage, or even 35% in 2.1, I think. So you can really increase the damage output for the Enchantress with increased arcane damage. And let's get to the Scoundrel. Well, there's not much to say about the Scoundrel other than you can use a knockback build with the Wind Force. Wind Force is a bow that has 50% chance to knock back mobs. I don't know where mine is, but all I have is Buriza Doki Unknown. This crossbow is actually sick on the Scoundrel, simply because it has a freeze chance and the projectiles pierce 2 times, and this makes this crossbow the best item you can put on the Scoundrel, in my opinion. And yeah, this is about it. If you have an Ashera set, you can imagine you can make a pretty nice combination of items on the followers, and when the Ashera set procs, you will get a pretty nice outcome out of it. But I hope this the stuff I tested helps you in finding out which option of the follower works best for your build. And thanks. You can leave a comment if I forgot something important. You can subscribe to my channel. I would make more videos about my barb in the future, I think, because I'm trying to rank myself on hardcore. As you can see, I'm only the 10th so far. This guy is dead already. Many people go fire builds, and I'm pretty much the only lightning build barb, and I'm sticking to it, and I will make a video in the future trying to rank myself Europe first. Well, I might die, but it's a cause I'm willing to die for, if you call it like that. But I don't know, this build is a lot safer than fire builds, so I'm pretty optimistic about it. So thanks guys for listening, and see you guys later.